going on, Jerome's? The bulk of NFL Week 5 action is in the books. Only thing that's left is, please, ay Dios mío, Jimmy Garoppolo, please just beat the Packers one time. The Packers, all that stuff. But look around the league. Yeah, as a Vikings fan. But so last Thursday, which I don't know what it is. On Monday, it seems like the Thursday game happened like 6 weeks ago. But the Bears, whatever, got off the schneid, beat the Commies in Washington. Commanders coming off that very close, very emotionally draining loss to the Eagles, where they got jobbed in overtime. But the Bears, Justin Fields, second straight, a fantastic game. DJ Moore having a historic night. And the Vikings play at Chicago next week. It's fantastic. So, yeah, the Bears suddenly don't suck, and we'll see. We'll see, man. Sunday games. So, over in foggy London town, Jaguars finishing up their 2-2 over at Tottenham. The Tossers, VAR, asterisk, whatever. But the Jaguars beat the Bills, the Bills were rolling, they hating, but there was a couple factors here. Number one, the Bills, they just look off. Especially in that first half, they couldn't really get much going. And the Bills, they had that emotional hangover from beating the Dolphins in division. You're at home, big-time win over a team that had scored 70 the game before. And you're traveling. Jacksonville's already been over there for a week. It's a de facto home game for them, not really for the crowd, but whatever. But their body is fully adjusted to the time change, and they're good to go. And it's understandable why the Jaguars got things done. And also Travis Etienne, 136-2. And also, Calvin Ridley finally got his head out of his ass after a couple of down weeks. And Jacksonville, they got it done, man. There you go. Texans, it kind of stinks because this is my pick of the week, where the Texans were on the road getting 2 points, sometimes 2.5. And it was a solid game with the Falcons overall, but Atlanta got it done, 14 points in the final stanza. Kyle Pitts actually got some work, 7 catches for 87 yards. Desmond Ridder threw a touchdown, also ran one in. And Young Hoku, field goal at the end. They got 21 the hard way, in a roundabout way, where I feel like the Texans' offensive line injuries finally caught up to them, even though they got Tunsil back. Stroud, bit uneven of a game, but Panthers and the Lions. So Panthers fall to 0-5, and no, they do not have their first round pick. The stupid Bears have it, but the Lions, they showed up and showed out at home. They completely schwacked the Panthers, and Jared Goff, 4 touchdowns, whatever. Montgomery also had another great game. Adam Thielen, in a losing effort, 11 catches for a $107 and a touchdown. But Detroit's for real, man. Detroit is legitimately for real. So it's something that the Vikings are having to contend with later on in the season. Tennessee Titans and the Colts. So what's really unfortunate is that Anthony Richardson banged up his shoulder. Maybe it's an AC joint sprain. Maybe it's a clavicle. That'll be to be determined today. But it's hilarious where they signed Jonathan Taylor to this huge extension and they activate him, and he has 6 carries for 16 yards or something like that, and 1 catch. But Zach Moss got it done again, a $165 and 2 touchdowns. And the Titans, in a low-key way, DeAndre Hopkins has completely transformed their offense. It's still Derrick Henry, but Nuke 8 catches for a $140, catching those hospital balls from Tannehill, moving some chains. But the Colts do get it done at home, and if Richardson does miss some time, Gardner Minshew is pretty damn legit, and I don't think that the Colts necessarily miss a beat with him in there. Missing beats is the Giants. Woof. So, another struggle bus game. The Giants didn't have an offensive touchdown. Their lone touchdown came on a pick 6 in the second quarter. And the Dolphins, they just rolled again. Tyreek had himself a big game, 8 for a 181 and a touchdown. Devin Akane, 11 for a $151 and a touchdown. Also had a couple great catches where, I don't know, Tua's fantastic, just getting to the fast guys, and they do things. So that's great. But Dolphins get back off the schneid and move to 4-1 on the season. Saints, oh my God. So the Saints are no great shakes, right? Kamara is back. He's doing good work. Derek Carr is whatever, very firmly in the whatever category. But the Patriots are straight up bad. The Patriots are just straight up booty. Mac Jones. So they've scored 3 points in the last 8 quarters. because they got dusted by the Cowboys 38-3. They got shut out here at home. Patriots fans are booing. Mac Jones throwing like 2 pick sixes and like 6 fumbles and like partridge in a pear tree. The Patriots are bad. They have no offensive playmakers. Their offensive line is garbage. Defensively, I mean, losing Gonzo, losing Judon, that will do it to you. And this might be it for Belichick. Like, this might be his Waterloo. And how could the Patriots be in the Caleb Williams Derby? Maybe. It's possible. The Ravens go on the road and just like poo-poo themselves against the Steelers, where turnovers, bad timing, whatever. I mean, let's be honest, like the Steelers offense sucks, but they got it done at the end. George Pickens and Kenny Pickett basically hooked up for the game winner at the end, but man, this is like an ugly AFC North game standard. The Eagles going on the road against the Rams. I thought the Rams are going to put up a bit more of a fight, but overall Philly did control this thing. Shut out the Rams in the second half. Cooper Kupp made an appearance. Got some good work in. Puka Nacua caught another touchdown. Jalen Hurts led things for the Eagles. Threw for 303 and a touchdown. Also ran for 72 and 1. And, I mean, the Eagles are tough. The Eagles are extremely tough, where you're thinking off that big-time emotional win against the Commies. You're going from east to west, and they still showed up. Like, it was a little bit tough sledding, but they did. Bengals also showed up as well, where, I was in on the Cardinals so hard, man. But 34-20 over Arizona. And jumping Joe Burrow, I mean, that calf magically looks better. Like, he was scrambling around, doing some things, threw for 3 touchdowns, all 3 of them to Jamar Chase. Hello. 15 catches for $192. And it's a case of the squeaky wheel gets the grease. I mean, it was literally last week he was like, I'm open. I'm always effing open. And it's crazy how the pendulum can swing, where, I mean, last week they were getting embarrassed, and this week they put the bank thing on a pretty sprite. It's not a word. Pretty, like, sprightly. It's like sparky Cardinals team. Then you got the Jets and the Broncos. Jets dedicating this game to Nathaniel Hackett, who got scapegoated after 1 year in Denver. Stupid-ass Sean Payton getting his. Love to see it, man. Breece Hall, first game off of, the touch limit thing or what pitch count. 22 carries for $177 and a touchdown. Yeah, I think the whole Dalvin and the Jets thing, I think that's done. Zach Wilson was fine, sort of whatever in that spot, but I just like seeing the Broncos lose. The Vikings lost to the Chiefs and the refs and the Swifties, but also too many drop passes. You had 7 freaking drops, including 3 by Hawkinson, and also Madison dropped what would have been the tying touchdown, and that's tough. I mean, yeah, there's some controversial calls in there too, but you don't want to blame everything on the refs. I mean, they're human. They'll make mistakes. It's magical how all the mistakes go in the Chiefs' favor, but whatever. I know people say, well, the Chiefs had 10 penalties. Yeah, because they committed them. Accurate. But high leverage spots, the Watson catch, the Harrison DPI, the Snead DPI picked up, Snead taking off his helmet, CJ Ham get jacked in the face. All those win against the Vikings. It's weird how that happens. Also weird is people thinking that the Cowboys had a chance. So the Niners just dusted them. I mean, physical from the get. Dak threw 3 interceptions, was a mess. I mean, for being a good quarterback, Dak is really bad sometimes. He's absolutely atrocious, man. But the Niners, I mean, it's going to be hard to stop the Niners. Absolutely. I don't know, man. I don't know. George Kittle, 3 for 67 and 3 touchdowns. 3 catches, 3 touchdowns. He did the Randy Moss thing, but tight end version. It's great. So we'll go from there. But I don't know. I'm still bummed about this game, bro. Frankly, the Vikings outplayed the Chiefs throughout most of it, but can't have turnovers, can't have drops. Refs are going to ref how they want to ref, but I also lost JJ. Could lose him for a while, but anyways, that's it. That's a look around the league, Week 5 recap. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Oh, wait. Go Raiders. Venmo, you know what to do. Skull, production value.